Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into this live stream on this Friday. It's going to be a chilled one during Ramadan. We're going to be reviewing some portfolios, and portfolios that have already been submitted in my newsletter, and anyone that wants to get their portfolio reviewed, be sure just to submit them in the chat, in the Google Forms, in the link in the description. So that should be pretty cool. And let's get started. Alright, so let's just start with the first few portfolios. So okay, so alright, here we are. So the first portfolio that was submitted was by Kelvin, and just some context on his portfolio. Be sure to comment down below where you are tuning in from as well as we go through these portfolios. That'll be awesome, and what do you have planned for the weekend as well. So this portfolio, I greatly appreciate for taking time to give feedback on people's portfolios. Landing page 1 or both case studies if you have time. 0 to 1 years experience. My biggest blocker is getting interviews. I'm working on switching to different companies. Okay. And what type of company do you want to work for? Ideally big tech. Okay. And have you recently landed a few interviews? Yes. So clearly this portfolio has helped you get a few interviews, but let's check it out. So let's just refresh it, see some of those micro animations, which are really nice. And I guess first impression, it's pretty clear. Personally, I would have that on a single line, but that doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, there's some little nice animations here. You've got clear case studies. That's pretty simple. And you got your email, so that's really cool. I guess if you have LinkedIn, it'd be cool to put that on there as well, but no problem. So yeah, the landing page looks really nice actually. It works really well. So let's I guess it just serves what a portfolio is meant to do. It's just having a landing page, having a case studies. I guess it'll be nice to learn a bit more about you as a person, but that's not really a big deal. So it's nice to have these little tags. So this is a mobile project and it's a prototype. So a mobile app for people to nourish their cultural cuisine and curiosity. Okay, so I'm guessing something like food related. So this is a nice splash image. Cool. So solo product designer. Used InVision, Sketch, Figma, and Trello. Okay. And you're still working on this project. I guess was it June last year? So the challenge, these are formatted really nice. I guess these are images, right? Yeah. So design a platform that lets users buy, share, and explore cultural cuisines. Why is this a problem? There are many foodies all over the world, but currently they don't have a platform that specifically targets the food community. Okay, there are many foodies, but currently we don't have a platform. So this app, I guess, is focused around if you're a foodie, it recommends you restaurants. I'm not too sure. Research. So I spent 3 days doing research on the competitors at YouTube and Netflix, wrote out details, pros. I'm a bit confused. How's YouTube and Netflix a direct competitor to a food app? Is it because this is watching? I guess looking at the visuals here, you watch the content, but then here you can buy stuff. Yeah, it'd be nice to actually get more of an explanation of why YouTube is a direct competitor. First of all, when it goes on my role, what did he actually specifically do? In terms of, I get the solo product designer, so list out all the stuff that you had to do. Did you have to create some wireframes, do some user research yourself? The visual design, did you create a design system? All of that stuff, so it's super useful. That'll be really interesting. Key research and summary. Huge fan base, millions of fans tuning in every day to watch their favourite food creator. I'm guessing this is just a concept project or something, right? So the idea here, I'm guessing, is you have a central app where if you're a foodie, like you go to watch it, instead of like this is Mark Weems, right? And he's on YouTube. I love his stuff. So you know, users love food. Why not make it easy for them by incorporating an e-commerce snack store first in the market? This is the information architecture, which is nice to see. Personas. Jessica is a graphic designer, small search videos for goals, watch and research different cuisines, seek new food review videos, want to buy different snacks to try. Frustration, can't find interest. I don't know, like, yeah, alright, so she's struggling to find content on YouTube that's like food related, so this app is gonna aggregate them, I guess. These are like wireframes. I know these are pretty like high fidelity as well. I'm guessing like these are like the wireframes at the top here, but then I'd expect something even like more lower fidelity than just going straight into the high fidelity solution, if that makes sense. And you need to have some like text and rationale of like the different directions that you've explored, onboarding the processes it uses for suppression of the app. So this is cool. How do you plan to increase user engagement? Infinity scrolling. Yeah, that's a classic pattern, isn't it? To endlessly allow people to scroll. But then when it comes to engagement, what do you actually specifically look for? I guess like there's engagement, but there's like average session duration or average click rate. It'd be good to be more specific here because that's really important as well. Organic user growth in the beginning, I would be laser focused on automation. User growth. Honestly, like it'd be nice just to have a prototype of this app because there's just a lot of like visuals and stuff. Alright, there's a video. Let's see if this works. Okay, cool. So I'm guessing. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is like a frame and it's like pre-recorded the background. Alright, so that's the first case study. So like my initial thoughts, like if you watch this, is that look, you need to make it clear what you specifically done in this case study, like your role, like actually outlining bullet points, what you specifically done, and make the problem a lot clearer and the problem space as well. Like why is this actually a specific problem? What is this actually trying to tackle? Why you're trying to do this? And with your sketches and notes, the images are so small, and it'll be good to actually get rationale of like how you explore different directions. And a lot of this could be way shorter if you had a prototype, like a Figma prototype. You said you used InVision, so like add InVision, but there's a lot here. There's some really good information on here though. Massive like positives are things like the diagrams that you've included, the images, the infographics, they're very good. But there's just like some minor things that you can improve. That video at the end is nice, but then I'd personally like to click through. And you had one more case study. We'll quickly go through this one as well. Organized, I'm guessing organized D, or is that organized? I'm not sure. Visualize your day. Again, it'd be nice to know what specifically you actually done on this. We spend over 47% of waking hours thinking about multiple tasks at once. Cool down. Yeah, so I guess like the classic like how might we statement, like what is the actual problem? So this is like a broad problem, but then what are you specifically trying to actually tackle in this subset of a problem? Because this here is very broad and generic. Organize your day is the key. Stay on track and present by marking off each task. Time management. None of the previous apps my interviews used work due to lack of motivation. I love them emojis here. They're actually really nice. I wish I could check things off. As I finished one task after another, sadly there's not one app that has that feature. I downloaded many management apps, look for them, but I just couldn't find one. I have ADHD. Okay. With a competitor. Poor thing. Look, I feel like here, like you've selected competitors that by purpose have poor visual experience, because there's tons of other apps that do this really well. I don't know, like Notion or like that Microsoft Wunderlist app or Tasks or whatever they call it, Google apps, like they still do it well. Yeah, classic persona. You create a design system briefly. I feel like this case study structure is a bit better than the other one. Oh cool, you've got some insights here, like you've got like heat map. Yeah, I guess here again I feel like you're lacking prototypes in your case studies, and you need to really stretch and tell us what you specifically actually done. Yeah, and this problem space needs to like actually be scoped out a lot better. But yeah, we spent quite a bit of time on this. I feel like realistically someone wouldn't spend as much time doing this, but yeah, we're just here to help out the community. So next portfolio, let's go. And paste and go. So welcome, my name is Trisha. That's really nice. Like, I don't know, is this like Charlie Marie's font? I wonder. Yeah, look, it's like grayscale font. That's pretty cool. It's a nice font, and yeah, that's cool that you actually purchased it as well. And it's nice to see someone using Charlie's font. Sweet. I'm a UX designer, motivated by my design to help people. I strive to use power of design to create impactful digital and enrich users' lives. Sweet. I'm liking these look like hand-drawn, these like frames and stuff. Bookworm, an app aiming to increase engagement and reading insight. Alright, let's quickly, so Trisha, like, she's got 0 to 1 years experience. She finished boot camp and getting ready to apply to jobs. Her biggest blocker is probably confidence as I walk into that transition. Oh, interesting. I guess like confidence, top of mind, that will come through doing lots of interviews and naturally will gravitate towards yourself. So that's super important. And you're looking to go to ed tech, so education tech. Okay, so like having a bookworm, I guess something related to education really helps straight away with this. So let's like view this case study. I just really like the use of Charlie's font on here, to be honest. It makes him more of like a handcrafted style portfolio, and it's more unique. So an app aiming to increase reading inside and outside the classroom. Okay, so I'm guessing this is for kids or something, just because of like the type of visuals we've got here. 4 weeks, design and MVP for the ed tech industry. Okay. Literacy impacts everyone every day. Many kids fall behind and lose interest in the obstacles they're facing in the classroom. Fostering a love of reading and learning kids is a goal. Education. How might we increase? That's a really long-winded problem statement, I'm not gonna lie. This is like the context. This is like a problem statement, you know. I'd like switch it around, or like just have this and then put the context in after. But that's like minor, to be honest. Promoting student autonomy in their learning and reading traits will increase engagement with reading. Help bridge the disconnect between young readers and reading materials they are assigned in school. Okay, cool. I think I kind of get the problem here. This process, this is a pretty standard design bootcamp process. Goal, we want to learn what obstacles students experience. What I'd say so far is we've scrolled pretty far down and we haven't seen too many visuals of like wireframes. I get there's this stuff at the top which looks really nice, but we've like scrolled down quite a bit. So you've done some like market research. One of the best ways to learn a concept is to teach someone else. Project based. When learners are actively involved in the construction of their autonomy and engagement. Yeah, so I guess with this market research though, it's like how are you using this for your designs and wireframes as well? You could like reduce all of this and be like separate it into two sections, like market research and then how you're actually using that yourself. I guess it would be nice to zoom into this, but these are basically just other learning platforms. I've used Goodreads, Duolingo, Kahoot. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like this is just very hard to read because it's so far out. I feel like it's not mandatory to include. This is some really extensive case study. I guess what I'm interested is that in your problem statement you said something around like people best learn by teaching others and like helping out others. Is that how did he actually help with this? I'm born at ages 6 to 8. Oh wait, is this an actual prototype? Nice. Enter your student code 1234. Choose an avatar. What kinds of books do you like to read? Okay. This is a really nice prototype, to be honest. Let me get that back up. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, this prototype's really cool. I don't know why that's not. Alright, you have to select 6. This is really nice. Alright, yeah, honestly, this portfolio is insanely like well structured. But what I'd say is the reality is someone's probably not going to read all of this, like, let's be honest, and you should like shift the prototype way higher up, and same with these concepts and stuff. Honestly, it's a really nice case study, and visual design and executions, honestly, it's neat, it's really good. Like there's some nice little Lottie animation or some like micro interactions going on. Yeah, it's really nice. But I'd say you need to like, there's a lot of the stuff that you can just talk through in your interview, like the market research stuff. Like you just need to talk through the research once. Your process, you can just, it's not like mandatory really, like you can keep this here, but it's pretty standard. Like that issue with the problem statement as well, but I'd personally put your prototype way higher up in designs and visuals. But if you like designed all this, I'd be like really confident in like, wow, this is really good. I'd say you shouldn't have any problems, to be honest. Like this should be a massive boost of confidence. I've seen this is so nice. Let me see. Alright, we'll click on one more, Instacart. So I'm guessing this, you're working with the current Instacart, I guess. How we might increase the surprise seamlessly together. So same structure. I'm just looking for, some like research, 8%. Yeah, this is structured a lot more nicely. Let's just load up this prototype. So just to make it clear for everyone watching, so this is like Instacart and how might we create a simple process for planning meals, generating a grocery list and purchasing groceries that work seamlessly together. Very common problem. So I have no idea what to click. Planning, this new thing here. So I don't know, on a Greek salad. Okay. So I guess you like all the stuff and then you check it out. Okay. Recipe added to meal plan. The interactions here, it's not too clear what I have to achieve or do. So I've got like a checkout here, but it's telling me to add. Yeah, the interactions on this don't make too much sense personally, but I won't worry too much about that. But personally, this book one case study is really good, really good. So, I really like this design and visual in this actually, and that should be good enough to land you. Alright, let's move on to the next one. We're 15 minutes in, we've got quite a few more to go. Alright, Joy Mazan. Joy Mazan, digital product design. I like the pic, reminds me of IG to be honest, like Instagram. Hi, I'm Joy, Brazilian product design based in Vancouver. 10 years in the design for us and being workplace. I'm curious. Cool. Alright. I guess stereotypically you always click on the first case study because you assume that's your best one. So let's quickly see what Joy is saying. My overall design structure of the case studies, quality assets used, how to best structure my case studies, and I want to go to big tip. And I haven't landed a few interviews recently. So I guess it's not too clear here on the image of what this is. Vivo Telecom. Okay. It's a mobile operator. Vivo was standing behind this website with a lot of outdated and contradiction. No license. Yeah. So the access will come from these devices. It's something good to have how might we what are you trying to actually solve? 2018 teamwork. Yeah, this so I guess reading this there's no prototypes, wireframes here. The actual impact of what you're trying to achieve, the business problem, as well as like what are your success metrics that you're trying to go for. So I'd go with a challenge of how might we stick with the goals, actually make those more like measurable and smart, of like we're trying to increase engagement by XYZ amount, or we're trying to do XYZ, include like more wireframes, I don't know if it is possible, and actually explain like through some of your iterations. And it'd be nice to have a prototype as well. Let's check out one more case though. Shell. The second step was to map the points of contact during the interview scenarios and then the ecosystem. So this is more of an actual service design project. Yeah, this is nicer. I guess like images like this, you need to like be able to zoom in and stuff. I still feel like, so the goal of this was to turn Shell's Helix lube oil into a top of mind product. But I guess like what were the results? Like what happened when you released this as a success? It's nice to get like photos of the workshop here as well, which is cool. I guess it's good to have that variation. So hopefully you got another mobile project. Yeah, I guess like with all these images and stuff, it's just like take a few out of these like frames and just like explain them simply of what you're trying to do. So these ones here. But I feel like, I don't know if you've got more up-to-date projects as well, because this one, June 2021, maybe you have like something more up-to-date to show as well. But I guess this is like your main one with the mobile stuff. It would be nice to actually understand like the impact that you had, the prototype, the wireframes. Like you want to see some screens here as well, like some more hardcore research that you've done as well. But yeah, it's nice. Also, if you're looking to get to like big tech and stuff as well, you'd probably want to get a referral or something as well to help you. I feel like that's like the biggest key. So this person, the next up says they want feedback on the entire design process. Okay, that's pretty generic. Alright, so this was a Behance website. Shazam. Let's see. He's looking for, wants to work for big tech. It's landed interviews. These are product design roles. This seems like more like photography. I'm quite confused. Alright, let's click on a few more. An app built primarily for the Nigerian market, and everyone willing to learn how to communicate in any of the three major Nigerian languages. when you're like skimming, you're just looking for those headlines like, what is your how might we statement? Let's be honest, and that'd be really good to have. A mobile app called Wazobia translate festivals to understand the concept of mobile app. We will look at the meaning of Wazobia, which simply means come. So you're making a translation app because there's loads of different dialects in Nigeria, I believe. Maxine wants to learn how to communicate in his native language. So he can't. Okay. Is this more like the information architecture rather than the user flow? So this is basically like an equivalent of like Google Translate, but more native to like Nigeria, I'm guessing. Okay, this is prototype. I guess I want to understand like why isn't a competitor app chosen? Like what's wrong with the current problem space of like Google Translate or like Apple Translate and stuff? What were some success metrics in here? So this what I learned is always good. Language. I guess when you're talking about what I learned, is like what did you actually learn working on this project rather than like more of a holistical, like what I learned about languages and Nigeria and stuff, yeah. Click to interact with the process. This should be way higher up. Learn your favorite Nigerian language with an easy and effective approach. Alright, so I want to translate love to Yoruba. Okay, what if I want to translate that to housing? Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, I'd make sure I have your prototype that fully works. That's really important. Or if that bit of a prototype you're not meant to click on, then just remove it, if that's easier. Yeah, the flow of this prototype's pretty confusing without too much context of what you're meant to do. Okay, I'd definitely work on this prototype and make it pretty strict of what you're actually trying to achieve here. Alright, sweet. Next up. Alright, let's get the next portfolio. Bogdan, a human-centered UX designer passionate about meaningful systems and user experiences. He's got quite a bit of experience actually. Alright. So a number of bullet points. What would you like feedback on? Overall website, process of case study, fly UX case study, and then the second, and then the about me. Alright, let's start with the about me. You can see that neuromorphic user experience. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work. Alright, let's go back. I don't know, why is this website? Is it my browser? Alright, we're gonna probably go back to this one. We'll try quickly refresh. One last time. Bit strange, I'm not sure. Alright, next portfolio. If you want yours reviewed, be sure to submit it in the Google Forms as well. Alright, michaelcrane.design. Okay. Alright. Wait, with Bogdan's website, let's just quickly leave that URL running in the background, just so we can go back to it. Because it was working and then it's didn't. Alright, sweet. And alright, next up is Michael. I want to start targeting senior design roles at design mature tech companies such as Spotify, Slack. Are my case strong enough to get an interview? 3 years plus experience, create on-site presentation. Need to go for big tech. Alright. I'd say this image looks like bland. It doesn't look like centered. Yeah. Like, I guess there's like one thing with like images and like I say it's no like right or wrong thing, but I'd say it just encourages like prejudice or like discrimination and bias. Like having an image, like people unconsciously will do that, but they shouldn't be focused on the image. They should be focused on your case studies, right? So I'm experienced with UX design, vision, and solves complex problems with new organizing to their user and business goals, creating beautiful, engaging designs that delight the users. Alright. So there's quite a few case studies here. And let's start with this one, task management. Yeah, this is really cool. See like nice little GIF. So I guess there's some sort of like internal SaaS product. Looks like it's to do with managing sprints or like timelines or projects. Task management design for a digital workspace SaaS app. Leads. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, this is a lot of text. I guess like this needs to be like in bullet points, I'd say. It's just so much information to read at one time. Analyzing feedback after interviews with colleagues, our group teams has together in it. Okay. It's like, what's the ultimate like problem? Let's deliver transparency to the team. So isn't it so they all know how each person's responsibility fits into? Be interested to see the specific problem that's been solved. This is cool, seeing this like process that you get the results. I guess it'd be like results. What's like outcome 1, outcome 2, outcome 3? That'd be like good to know. Uses for the navigation was please. I guess like when it comes to paper prototype, obviously our hypothesis about making it trying to look like this as well. It's a bit of a design system. This is actually really nice. I'd say just be nice to have a prototype and be nice to have some actual numbered bullet points of what you was trying to really achieve here. But the solution is really nice. Have visuals of it really well. But I feel like there's a lot of text. There's lots of text in here, so it'd be nice to like reduce this. That'd be really cool. Okay, let's quickly see if this website works again. We've got one more case study after this. I'm trying to find it. Alright, cool, it's back. I guess it'll be good if Bogdan watches this to get your website online. Trying to get that working all the time, otherwise someone's just going to skip past you when they're siphoning through your portfolios. Oh, I like this little banner, it's really nice. Something I do on my portfolio, I remember, it's just having a big hero image, you know. UX Design Institute course projects case study. Cool. Alright, first of all, so this needs to be more clear of what you actually done. Research, analysis, concept, design, prototype. Yeah, I guess your goal is gonna be to create some sort of protocol. What was your goal in terms of solving an actual problem, like with this case study? So you're stating your outcomes rather than the actual goal. Honestly, like everyone follows this process. Yeah, it's nice. How will we help flyers? Alright. This should be like at the top and then maybe have this after. So you want to improve the booking process while planning a trip. Okay, this is good. This is like, it should be at the start. like you can like summarize that whole paragraph in like 2 sentences. So you just need to write, I done a survey to 49 participants to validate my research, and then state the goal. Like a lot of people, when I've looked at these case studies, when you research, what is your actual goal, and then your learning. So that's all we need to really know. That's like the most important thing. There's just a lot on here, I'm not gonna lie. Quickly click on the prototype. Yeah, but when it comes to like visual design, like what different like explorations concepts do you explore, like different type of like design patterns and styles. This is just the high fidelity solution. Like, okay, we've got the wireframes, but what about the different like high fidelity solution? How did you choose what was the right one? Alright, so this is a prototype. So alright, we're going to London, and I want to select a date. It's nice to have a step-by-step navigation now. I feel like it's important to note, like the reason also there's all of these like pop-ups and it's like quite a hard process when it comes to booking flights is they intentionally do this to try and like sell loads of add-ons to you for these like lower budget airlines. Like they make the conscious decision because they're operating on like such small margins already. Wow, is that it? There's no like payment or something. Yeah, it's simple. Like the interactions, they make sense. It's a very simple flow, I suppose. Okay, I thought it was over there, but it's not. Okay, maybe I need to. I feel like I feel like it wasn't that clear because it's saying like your trip summary. You usually see that at the end. I feel like the content or copy could like be improved. This is really good that you've got all of this worked out on the prototype. If there's a bug, I can't like scroll down. Alright. Alright, you should have had like the fixed scroll on the prototype there. Alright, sweet. I swear we had 2 passengers, but oh well. Sweet. Yeah, that fixed position on the scroll, it'll be nice. And some of the content and copy, like I thought it was already booked in your summary bit. Overall, it's nicer. There's a lot of content on here. There's way too much content, I'll be honest. It's just like things like, you can have this more in your presentation. I don't know if people are going to spend the time reading through this, you know. People want to see more of the wireframes and stuff nearer to the top, the impact, and once you release this, what was the success of this as well? That'd be interesting to know. Alright, you want to look at your About Me page. It's a really nice picture. Okay. Nice. Not much colour going on. It's very monotone. It'd be nice to inject a bit of personality, you know. Do you have any interest outside of design? Okay. It'd be nice to have more pictures of yourself here. I feel like you could either add headers here, like subheaders, or just remove your mount text. This is cool. These are all my personal opinion as well. Like, you don't have to take any of his feedback on board. Remember, it's all like personal views, and like at the end of the day, with feedback, you get to choose what you feel like is valuable or not as well. Remember that. All right, we're gonna look at this last case study, and we're gonna wrap up. I'm just trying to find it though. Comment down below where you're tuning in from as well. Alright, there it is. Alright, I think we've actually reviewed this one, so it was from Twitter as well. Yeah, Kelvin. Alright, maybe we can look at his digital art last thing. It's cute, it's nice. Are you selling this as an NFT or something? I feel like you need an about page or something. Alright, cool. That is, let me check the Google Forms in case anyone submitted. Alright, I think we've got through all of them actually. Alright, that is it. So thanks to everyone that tuned in, and yeah, be sure to comment on the video. If you want your portfolio reviewed and you want to do future live streams, appreciate everyone that submitted theirs, and hopefully those people found the feedback very valuable. And I'm sure we'll be doing some future live streams as well. We could either do more portfolio reviews, gonna look at maybe checking out Framer sites and creating a portfolio using Framer sites. But those are the options. So yeah, thanks again to everyone that watched that, and I'm sure we'll be creating some more content, and we'll be doing some live streams. We'll be mixing it up over the next few months as well. But yeah, have a great weekend everyone, and catch you all soon. Peace out.